Here's one. They score! They score!
Welcome to God's Playbook with your host, Father Rico Passero.
Look at the 20, 10, 5, touchdown! Touchdown!
Let's play ball.
Hi friends, welcome back to God's Playbook as we start the first Sunday of Advent. In the season of Advent, one of my favorite prayers is a very simple yet profound one. 3 words. Come, Lord Jesus. Come, Lord Jesus is a prayer that we can all remember, a prayer that we can say not just in Advent, but especially in the Advent season, since this coming of the Lord is the great anticipation of Advent. The prayer, Come, Lord Jesus, can fulfill many purposes. Number 1, it helps us to enter into a very deep prayer with God. It can be repeated over and over to help us to get into a meditative state. Come, Lord Jesus can also be a mantra for us when our blood pressure boils, when we get agitated by somebody, when we feel that somebody should be doing something that they're not doing, etc., etc., etc. Come, Lord Jesus can be a grounding prayer, moving us from emotion to rational thinking, can help us to be more at peace, and can help to shape these days of Advent to help us to move in a particular way that helps us to realize the closeness of our God and his desire to speak to us. The words, Come, Lord Jesus, are an invitation for God to enter into our lives in a very real, practical, and profound way. This inviting prayer helps us to allow God to enter in, to transform our hearts, our minds, and our spirits so that we can be the disciple he calls us to be. Come, Lord Jesus also helps us to realize our need for God. Without him, I'm going to just be a hot mess. Without him, I can't accomplish much at all, if anything. But with him, all things are possible. This recognition of our dependency on God also helps us to move through the first 2 weeks of Advent that focus on the second coming of Christ, and then the last 2 weeks of Advent, which focus on the first coming of Christ, which we learned about yesterday. So I invite each of us, not just say it once, but throughout the day and outside of the Advent season too. Can this be a simple yet profound prayer in each of our daily lives as we're about to make a decision? Come, Lord Jesus. As we're about to have supper, come, Lord Jesus. As I'm about to get in my car to drive to work or drop off the kids, come, Lord Jesus. As I'm angry, come, Lord Jesus. As I'm joyful, come, Lord Jesus. Let's make this Advent profound by adding this prayer to our repertoire of prayers, so that moved by the simplicity and yet the great depths of this prayer, we can encounter God in a very real and practical way. For God's Playbook, friends, I'm Father Rico. Come, Lord Jesus.
If you like what you hear, please consider supporting us using any of our affiliate links in the description below via Buzzsprout, Ko-Fi, or GoFundMe. Thanks, and God bless.